Alright guys, we are going to continue talking about polynomial and behavior. So this will be another continuation video of what we've been talking about. So it's asking us using graphs to analyze polynomial functions. So before they had given us a function and we had to determine the end behavior. Well, now they're giving us a graph and they want us to determine or analyze the function. Alright. So in order to do this, we need to first write out the criteria or what is going on here. So for example, if we look at A, so as x approaches negative infinity, what is happening with our function here? Well, as x approaches negative infinity, our function, let's call it f of x, is approaching negative infinity, right? And then as x approaches infinity, our function is also approaching infinity. So based on that criteria, if we used that table, okay, that we created in the previous video, so again, if you haven't watched that, make sure you check out that video where we made the table of polynomial and behavior. Okay, if we use that table and we're using this criteria, we can see that, well, based on this function right here, we're going to have a leading coefficient. So let's do this in another color. Leading coefficient, we can just say A is going to be greater than 0. Okay, that's our leading coefficient. And it's going to have an odd degree. Odd degree. Alright, and again, that's coming right from the table. So we just analyzed that function. We determined that the leading coefficient is going to be greater than 0, and it's going to have an odd degree. Alright, let's try the next problem here. Alright, so again, our job is to write out the criteria, so let's go ahead and do that. So looking at B, well, as x approaches negative infinity, our function approaches negative infinity as well. Right? And as x approaches positive infinity, our function approaches negative infinity. Okay, well again, based on this criteria, if we go back to the table, we can see here that, well, A in this case, our leading coefficient, will be less than 0. So we can say A is less than 0. So again, A is talking about our leading coefficient. Right? And this will have an even degree. Even degree. Alright? And that is it. So that is how we can use graphs, alright, to analyze polynomial functions.